Hello everybody. Well, I decided that the best way for me to fix this would be to just cut the entire piece off and use this as a patch later to fix the floor for the piece I'm putting back on it, because it's not an original floor anyway. So so here in a second I'll show you what this looks like off and what else I'm going to have to do before I can actually put the cowl back on and it be on. Alright, so there's an option. Either fix what I have going on here with this frame because it's just rusty. Well, I could plate over it. It wouldn't be a big deal. Plate over that, weld it, plate over this, and weld it. Both sides are like that. Or I honestly think the front part of the frame that I cut the cowl off of, the actual blue car, might have been better. Right. So this one isn't rested down here. That's in good shape. The only thing wrong with this one is the mount holes are rusted out. But I could cut mine, I could cut this right here on both sides and put this on the car, and I mean that would actually put me using every bit of the front end I could from this car. So I might end up doing that. The reason I don't want to use this one, and the reason I cut this frame anyway, is this frame's bent. This car had hit something right here and shoved that rail back, so this frame's bent anyway. So either I use this one, the front clip off this car, which means I'll have a weld here and back there, and all I'm actually using of that yellow car's frame is the straight pieces down the side, or grind it, cut out the rest, and patch in metal on my frame. This should be fun. Alright people, so far today, and I'm about done because I have other stuff I have to do. I've worked on this car for 3 hours, and there's a few things I still have to go back and get, like it would be nice to have new body mount rubbers and bolts for the front anyway, because the cowl's down a little bit. I marked and cut the A-pillars to where they're close enough, and before I brought it in here, I cut a lot of the rust out of the cowl. I'm going to have to do some work to the inner rocker, and I'm also going to go ahead and cut this one back too, because I'm going to brace it on the inside with a piece of metal or something. When I get this together, this is going to have a drain, big big drain right here, and I'm going to block the rockers off like it's down and stuff right now. After I get the rockers and A-pillar where they need to be and tacked in place pretty good enough that I can get this all out of it, I'm going to put the doors back on it and I want to measure everything. I'm going to put the doors back on it and make sure that the doors fit the car and that the front end fits the car, and then I'll finish welding the rockers, welding the A-pillars, and replace what I cut off of the rockers on both sides. Fits what I need to fix. And do the floor. Because, yeah, you know, I guess I could have cut around here. And I would have if those had been original floors, but somebody else had done put those in, so who says they were in the right place to begin with, you know? So I'd rather not work off of somebody else's work. I'd rather do my own. Alright. So I'm going to take a few minutes at the end of this video to talk about something that a few newer subscribers to my channel probably don't know. Now, the 70 Chevelle that I occasionally put videos up about started out a lot like this car. But I fixed it. It took 10, 11 years, but I fixed it. It took that long because things had to be a certain way. Things, not necessarily right, but things had to be up to a certain standard. They had to be gonna last. And it had to be a big block car with a Muncie and a 12-bolt rear end and the right interior and all this stuff. And it took a while to do that when you're trying to drink wine on a beer budget. It takes a long time to do something, especially now with Chevelles, and it seems like mostly 70 Chevelles, but 70 Chevelles are way more expensive to work on than a 67, and I don't understand why. 67s, to me, I would have rather fixed a 67. Dad wanted a 70, so since it's mine and his car, we built a 70. But I would have rather had a 67 because, well, personally, because when I was growing up, Dad had one. And I look back fondly on that car, and it's just one of those things. You get an emotional attachment to things when you're young, and you remember those things forever, and you want them to stay. Well, that one had to get sold, but so this car came along. Now, I was originally going to fix the yellow Malibu as a yellow Malibu, as a super low budget daily driver. And that didn't change any, except now it's going to be a super low budget 67 Super Sport SS 4.3. It's a 4.3 because we have 2 or 3 of them. They're reliable as I don't know what. They run forever. They run pretty good for what they are, and they get in the low 20s per mile per gallon. In a car that's as light as the 67 is going to be, I should get 22 to 25 miles per gallon. I don't know if I'm going to with the turbo 400, but I should still get close to 20. And my purple laser only gets 28, so I'd much rather daily drive a 67 Chevelle than a purple laser. But I'm fixing. I had a speech problem as a kid. I still do occasionally. X's and J and S and stuff sometimes still mess up. I am fixing there a 67 Super Sport Chevelle that would have never gotten fixed, would have never gotten driven again, would have sat in the field until it was a pile of red mud. I don't see anything wrong with that. And as far as cutting up this Malibu, I believe that had already happened and it had already been done, and this car would have been good for nothing but a race car. So as far as cutting up this car to fix it, I don't see a problem with that. I'm not ruining anything. And I definitely ain't ruining anything on this. So anyway, I want to thank you for subscribing, and please like, comment, and subscribe for more. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Be sure to tell me what you think. Try to keep it positive. Everybody has an opinion, and I understand that, but try to keep it positive. I'll see you next time. God bless, and bye.